The Void Beast was fully prepared to attack Zhu from behind, and it was so close to Zhu that he could have had trouble dodging the beast's attack. However, as soon as the Void Beast attacks, we see that two energy attacks pass by the side of the Void Beast. One of these was an arrow-type attack, and the other energy, which is purple in color, passes by the beast and reaches RMC. It was none other than Zhang who falls away with Zhu as soon as she catches him because her speed was so fast that as soon as she caught Zhu, she fell a little distance away with him. Jilan had also come there with Zhang. The second attack was hers. She had attacked with an arrow. When she saw that both of them were far away from the monster, she shouted and told Wei to quickly gather all the people and attack the monster together. Here, a little distance away from the monster, RMC and Zhang are lying on one side. Zhang is on top of RMC right now, and she is still in her succubus form. Seeing her, RMC asks her, "Why did you come here?" Hearing this, Zhang says in a different tone that finally I have found you, and the most important thing is why did I come here? When I found that other people were unable to exit the secret area, I realized at that very moment that something has happened. That is why I came here as quickly as possible. On the other hand, where Jilan was standing, the Void Beast appears there again, and seeing the beast in front of Jilan, RMC immediately takes action and uses sacred energy directly on the beast. RMC's attack was very powerful because as soon as the attack hit the beast, there was a huge explosion, due to which Jilan got hit by this blast and flew away and fell. Zhang screamed seriously after seeing her friend in the grip of this attack. However, at the same time, RMC catches her and says, "Zhang, I have been poisoned. It will take time to remove the poison. Please protect other students as much as possible till then." Meanwhile, we see that the Void Beast had started teleporting somewhere else. He teleports directly in front of Wang Shan and is ready to attack him. He attacks Wang Shan by raising his paw. But then Zhang comes and stops the beast's big paws with her sword and turns back and says to quickly move away from here. However, then the beast suddenly raises its other paw and attacks. Seeing the paw so close to him, he quickly uses one of his skills to save himself from the beast's claw. By this time, many students were ready to fight the beast. In this we see Wei, who was very close to the beast, and on seeing it, he says, "Where did this thing come from? None of our attacks are working." Seeing everyone united there, Beast attacks and says that do not make the mistake of overestimating your abilities. After this, he attacks a bit more, due to which Wei's body gets damaged with a lot of scratches. And then Beast says again that you are not at all worthy of fighting with me. Insects want to challenge the god of space-time. RMC is healing himself a little distance away from this battle, and he also finds the attacks of this beast very strange, seeing which he thinks that the skills of the Void Beast are very strange. As soon as you get close to it, it will immediately open a space-time rift, making it impossible for you to get close. If you attack from long range, he'll run away once he spots you. During this time, the beast was continuously injuring the students. Whenever someone was attacking it, it would suddenly crack into the space and run away through it, and suddenly it would appear anywhere and attack other people. Those who were weak were unable to even detect it, and those who were powerful were also unable to do anything. The beast was continuously damaging people one after the other. A girl was about to attack the beast when suddenly the beast comes close to her and attacks her in a deadly manner. But Yong pulls him away from the beast with the help of her whip and hands him over to Tang and says, "Tang, you take care of the injured student." Tang takes the girl and keeps her at a place and creates a layer of ice on her wounds through a spell so that her body does not bleed, and the girl mutters in her injured state that none of us will be saved. Hearing this, Tang tells her to calm down. "First, let me seal your wounds." However, the girl still does not keep quiet and looking at her. It seems that due to fear she has lost her ability to think and understand, and in fear she says that everything is over. "We have no hope, we are all going to die here now, this should not have happened here at all." Hearing this, Tang tells her to keep quiet. "You should be happy because Zhu is here, who is very powerful. He will save everyone." Then the girl says that this is not at all like what the teacher said. It is completely different. On hearing this, Tang quickly catches the girl's hand and angrily asks her, "What do you know about this?" The girl says in fear, "This is very different. Nothing is like what was told. This should not have happened at all. When Tang tried to force the girl to ask about it, suddenly something happened which shocked everyone, because when everyone was attacking the monster, at that time the monster escaped from everyone's attack and suddenly came to John. Caught her and ate her. When the monster did this, RMC stopped healing himself and went straight to attack the monster. He directly attacks him with a sacred energy type. But the monster escapes from it and again starts entering the crack in space-time. RMC immediately moves forward to enter that portal. Seeing him moving forward, Tang screams. But before RMC could reach near the portal had closed. In front of Ju's eyes, the monster had disappeared through the portal with John in its jaws, and RMC was just standing there calmly, and right behind him were Tang and Wang Shan. Seeing RMC standing there so calmly, Tang tells that the dean of King Kang College laid the eggs of the wind-attracting butterfly on us. In the presence of the queen bug, special methods can be used to locate individuals within thousands of kilometers, and that's why players from 9 universities were able to quickly gather together around us. On hearing this, RMC angrily turned back and looked at Wang Shan, and as soon as Wang Shan saw RMC in anger, he got scared and said in fear that I don't know anything about this. I thought it was just a coincidence that we are able to surround you every time. Then after this, Tang tells that as far as I know, Void Guiding Butterfly is the companion beast of Void Beast. That is why we encountered Void Beast in this secret realm. Void the Beast mistakenly thought that we were thieves who stole his companion beast, so he kept attacking us, and as for John, I'm afraid there is very little chance of her being in danger. Seeing Zhu so serious for the first time, Tang wonders why he is doing so. Then RMC tells her that I have been unable to protect John. And as long as I can find her, I will do anything. Even if it means I have to travel through secret places and voids, I will do whatever it takes. Let me be the bait. Then suddenly a voice comes saying, Zhu Yi, I have a way to tame the Void Beast. The one who said this was none other than Sun Juo, who revealed that our Sun family has a special sealing secret method, and even when faced with beings of a much higher level than ourselves, we are still able to seal them. However, once the sealing technique is activated, the magician's magical power will be drained instantly. If the magician cannot withstand the impact of the magic power being drained, if you cannot escape the moment of life and death, then you have only one way out, death. Sun Juo is also very much injured at this time. She tells about this process, and also says that I know all the processes, but I cannot do this. On hearing this, Tang shouts in anger, and says, then why did you talk this nonsense? What do you want to prove by saying this? RMC understood why Sun Juo can't do this, so he comes to her and says, I will come with you. You tell me how to do it. So friends, chapter ends here. Now what will happen next, we will know in the next chapter. As Zhu had told Tang to collect all the void butterfly insect eggs present here, and Tang does exactly as he told her. She collects the butterfly eggs present in contact with all the people present here and gives them to Zhu. When all the eggs are collected, RMC takes those eggs in his fist and crushes them in one blow. When he does this, the Void Beast appears in front of RMC again due to anger and right in front of him. RMC was in full fighting position. And then he sets out to fight the Void Beast. However, when RMC was planning this, Sun Jiao told him that Zhu Yi, if a professional who is not a summoner wants to use summoning, the only way is to use summoning props. So the summoner itself is the best and most special summon item. That's why Sun Jiao collected all her magical power in an eyeball and made it a summon item and handed it over to RMC so that RMC doesn't face much trouble. And if RMC engages this Void Beast by continuously fighting it, he can activate Sun Jiao's secret sealing method. And by now Zhu had reached very close to the Void Beast and was continuously attacking it, and the Void Beast was getting very irritated seeing the attacks of RMC. He was angry that for how long this man has been fighting, but he still has so much strength that he is able to fight for such a long time. Although the monster was continuously dodging RMC's attacks and was also telling RMC during the fight that whatever you are trying, unfortunately, it is all useless against me. But then RMC attacks him with a powerful sacred energy, which causes a lot of damage to the beast as soon as it hits it. And the beast gets scared after seeing this, that how are you still able to do this? Now a magic type spell was coming out from Zhu's side, on seeing which the beast got scared. And at this time Zhu was present right above the beast ready to attack. On seeing this, the beast angrily says that you are mad. Have you not figured out yet that you can never catch me? As soon as the void beast says his point, it again starts going into it through a time-space crack, and slowly the crack starts closing. However, at that time RMC also immediately enters that crack and makes a powerful attack on the beast, due to which it gets damaged. Seeing himself injured, the beast becomes angry and in anger says that this has happened to me once, so do you think that you can feel proud by injuring me like this? After this, he also attacks RMC with a strong attack and says again that you are an arrogant human, so give me, the god of space-time, a chance to show my full power. The beast had done some void-type attacks on RMC, from which RMC was not able to save himself, and wherever the attacks hit, they had given very strong scratches on RMC's body, and the attacks were so powerful that RMC was facing a lot of trouble in facing them. Then he remembers Sun Jiho's words when Sun Jiho was telling him all the ways to fight this beast. The summoner's magical power enables him to travel through the turmoil of time and space and summon powerful demons, so if you capture it, you can not only open the seal. Sun Jiho could come to protect RMC through the cracks in time and space, but her magical power was limited, so even if she came here she couldn't keep RMC safe. So she told RMC the trick. After entering the space-time disturbance, you have to race against time to attack the void beast, leaving it weak and vulnerable. Thinking about all these things, Jiho was continuously attacking the beast, like sometimes Holy Light Hurricane, sometimes Punishment of Light, and sometimes Holy Fist combo attack. However, during this he was also getting a lot of damage, and now his condition was not such that he could fight much, but he was trying his best to find the right time to start the secret technique. After injuring RMC so much, the beast angrily says that don't be too satisfied because I will kill you right now. Then we see Zhu, who raises his hand and thinks that I cannot hold on any longer because I have become too weak, and immediately he uses divine punishment, due to which a powerful light comes and hits the beast. Soon after, the eyeball that Sun Jiho gave to RMC activates, revealing its magical abilities. As its power surges, it immediately connects with the sealing array, forcefully locking both soul and body within its confines. Anyone caught in the array experiences a drastic slowdown, rendering them unable to move. However, now RMC is not in a fighting condition at all, as he was using two of his divine bodies at the same time, which drained him of most of his magic power, and he was also continuously using his skills, due to which he no longer has the ability to fight. But the array that was activated now will work only with his magical power. So it continuously and forcefully collects magical power from RMC's body and starts capturing the void beast, seeing himself in such a situation. The void beast tries hard to escape, and RMC is slowly falling into an unconscious state. If he does not regain consciousness, then that secret technique will be of no use. However, then all the old incidents start repeating in his mind, like the one where Yong told him that I like you, and the headmaster also told RMC that you are the only hope of this school. We have been winning continuously, and this time also we will win because of you. As soon as he remembers all this, his heart starts beating very fast. After this, he sees another vision where we see Yong, who comes in the lap of RMC, and immediately she turns into a succubus and starts kissing RMC, and as soon as this happens, RMC's eyes open automatically. But at this time his eyes are completely red, and as soon as he regains consciousness, he starts giving his magical power to that array. As soon as Zhu's power enters the array becomes stronger and strips mixed with holy energy emerge from within it, which start to continuously grip the void beast and after some time, tie it down and make it fall at one place. Seeing itself in such a condition, the void beast accepts its defeat out of fear. Meanwhile, Zhu gets a notification from the system that you have subdued the void beast. Do you want to take it as a summoning beast? But Zhu angrily asks the beast to hand over Yong to him. When he says this, he angrily slaps the beast's eyes. Due to which the beast screams in pain and says, "I know that you are talking about that girl. She is fine. I will hand her over to you right now." After this, the void beast brings Yong in front of RMC and RMC immediately takes Yong back to the secret realm. As soon as other people present their CRMC, they all become happy. Zealand comes running and asks about Yong's well-being, and Sun Jiho standing next to him asks RMC about the void beast, whether he has subdued the void beast. After this, we also see some people talking that the transmission has resumed. Should we take any action? And on the other hand, Tang quickly takes Yong from RMC's hand and asks about the further action. Then after this, RMC raises his hammer in the air and everyone gets scared seeing this and says in fear, "Jui, what do you mean by this?" Then someone else says, "What do you want to do now?" Then RMC angrily says while hitting his hammer on the ground that the game will continue. As soon as RMC does this, other people present there get very scared that Jui has gone mad. Then someone else says that he is thinking of beating us all. Then RMC again says in anger that surrender or challenge me. After this, all the people present there start surrendering one by one. Like Wang Zuan is the first one to surrender and says that I am really impressed by you and even at this moment you are thinking of fighting. We were never enemies. Zealand also says while surrendering that yes, we just wanted to check your power. Then someone else says that our desire to win was also very strong. Then after this continuing everyone starts surrendering saying that forget it, we do not want to be beaten by you. So friends, chapter ends here. Now what will happen next? We will know in the next chapter. So subscribe to our channel, share the video, and like. After saving Jing, RMC steps directly into the outside world and challenges others, declaring that the competition is not over yet. He warns that anyone who does not surrender must come and fight him. Seeing RMC's challenge, the others become extremely frightened because they have already witnessed his power. As a result, they start surrendering one by one. After that, everyone, terrified, accepts defeat and exits the competition. As soon as they leave, RMC immediately collapses to the ground because his condition had already deteriorated significantly from his battle with the Void Beast. Even though he still challenged others to fight. The moment they accepted their defeat, he fell straight down due to his injuries. Seeing this, Tang, who was standing in front, screams and rushes toward him, asking, "What happened? Are you badly hurt?" Zhu fell on the ground and slowly started closing his eyes. He was probably going unconscious and before getting unconscious he started muttering, "I have used up all my energy. If they all take advantage of my situation and enter inside, then I am afraid that I will not be able to resist them." IMX team is in the top 3 in terms of scores and they have successfully secured their place in the survival competition. Then at the same time a notification comes in which RMC is in the first place, Yong is in the second place and Tang is in the third place. RMC sees all this before fainting and smilingly says, "I am the captain, I did not let our Suing University get embarrassed." After this, the story moves forward in time. Now that the competition has ended, all the information about it is being displayed on every screen and the results are being declared. Suing University secured the first position in the survival competition with 500,000 points. Qingjing University claimed second place with 200,000 points. Meanwhile, Madhu University secured third place with 190,000 points. As all this information was being displayed, the news was actively encouraging people, saying things like, the National College Freshman Exchange Competition has been held 183 times so far. Throughout these competitions, a vast number of geniuses have emerged from Zhongxia Nation. Many of these geniuses have grown to become the backbone of Zhongxia Nation. And today, you all are the same. You represent the hope of Zhongxia Nation and even of all humankind. In this we see some people who also participated in that competition and were talking to each other. Like one of them says that I am going to pick up an epic suit tomorrow, it will be very awesome. Then another one says that after 20 days of hard work, I can finally relax. I want to eat a full meal tonight. In this scene, we also see Zhu, who is standing fresh after a bath, attentively reading the notifications in front of him. After completing the tasks assigned to him before the competition, he now has multiple notifications. The first notification reads, National competition detected as completed. Exchange tasks have been accomplished. The next notification states, Congratulations! You have secured first place in 3 events and achieved the final first place ranking in this exchange competition. Now the task rewards will be distributed according to your first place results. Congratulations! You have obtained the Divine Level Talent, Sacred Sword Hearts Plus, pending collection. Congratulations! You have obtained the Divine Level Skill, Sword Flash Level S, pending collection. Then Zhu proceeds to open more system panels, where he discovers additional rewards. The notifications display, Congratulations! You have obtained the God Level Treasure, Primordial Earth Essence Dew S Plus level. Congratulations! You have received 50 free attribute points. Congratulations! You have received 50 energy points. As Zhu read through all these notifications, a smile appeared on his face because every single reward he received was God level. Whether it was a God level talent, a God level skill, or even a God level treasure that contained the power of heaven and earth. The exchange competition lasts for 20 days. And to complete the tasks and earn such rewards, one must secure first place in every event. This challenge was far more difficult than any major exam or even the task of slaying a demon. RMC continued scrolling through the notifications on the screen, reading each one carefully. He had never expected that the rewards for his mission would be so generous. He had received an S+ level talent, an S level skill, and a nature's treasure, all of which would undoubtedly bring immeasurable improvements to his strength. After carefully reading all the notifications, he proceeds to receive all the rewards. The moment he does, his power begins to surge, and a holy energy starts emanating from his body. He immediately utilizes every skill he received as a reward. As soon as the holy sword heart fuses with his body, its techniques begin appearing in his mind. The continuous release of sacred energy from his body soon manifests a holy sword above his head. One by one, each skill starts integrating into his body. After everything is completed, he suddenly returns to normal but inside. His strength has transformed drastically. Every reward he received has now been fully utilized, bringing incredible enhancements to his body. After this, the story shifts directly to the training ground where Zhu is training to check his power. As he has a sword in his hand, he creates a simple wave of his hand and a terrible destructive power is created which causes a lot of damage to the ground. When he uses it, he realizes that this power is very incredible and Holy Sword Heart has also provided him with other abilities. The sword in RMC's hand is sizzling with immense holy energy. And the weapon blessing he received is faster than light, and it is a special attack effect that will appear naturally when a person reaches a certain level of proficiency in swordsmanship. RMC was deep in thought about sword energy, realizing that the sacred energy emanating from his sword was, in fact, sword energy. This kind of energy could usually only be awakened through daily practice by professional swordsmen, yet now he possessed it effortlessly. This meant that his connection to the sword had reached an extraordinary level, giving him an advantage that only true masters could achieve after years of dedication. RMC launches the attack with the energy of his sword and thinks that earlier I knew how to use a sword with great difficulty, but now I have become an expert in swordsmanship. If I learn the skill of swordsmanship, then I will become invincible. For example, RMC has been awarded Sword Flash by the system. Its normal attack itself gives 1% damage. But when he uses it with Sword Flash, then the damage will increase by 18%, and this is only a level 1 bonus. Further its levels will increase more. Zhu's Sword Flash attack, unleashed from his blade, shot straight toward the training ground's wall. Even though it was just a normal strike, the sheer force of it shattered the ground upon impact. This was only a level 1 attack. Once its level increases, it will become even more powerful, capable of causing even greater destruction with just a single swing. However, Zhu is still in training. So he isn't completely convinced about the true extent of his power. He knows that only by facing a real master in battle will he be able to truly gauge the improvements within him. The Holy Sword Heart has undoubtedly brought a massive transformation, but to fully understand its impact, he must test himself in actual combat. Only then will he realize the true depth of his newfound strength. Then after this we see Zhang, who has come here on the call of RMC. And on coming here she tells RMC that you called me here so early just to fight with me in sword fighting. Zhang's face is a little red at this time. Maybe before coming here she was thinking about something else on the way. Why is Zhu Yi calling her? Zhu had only one reason for calling Zhang here. As the direct descendant of the Zhang family, Zhang Churin began to practice swordsmanship under the guidance of a swordsmanship master at the age of 3. This continued for 10 years, and she came to be known as a talented girl in swordsmanship. Looking at RMC, Zhang thinks that in terms of overall strength, of course brother Zhu Yi is the strongest, but in terms of swordsmanship alone, I have full confidence in myself. After this, RMC raises his sword forward and says to Zhang, "Give it your all." Hearing this, Zhang responds, "Be careful." Without hesitation, their battle begins immediately. Zhang is the first to attack. She swiftly advances and strikes at RMC with her sword. However, he effortlessly blocks her attack. What's even more astonishing is that he hasn't even drawn his sword yet. He is blocking all of Zhang's attacks using only his sword sheath. Blocking Zhang's attack, RMC moves away from her and immediately attacks with sword flash. As soon as Zhang sees this attack of RMC, she gets very surprised that am I seeing correctly? This is sword energy. Is Zhu Yi's swordsmanship so good? Zhang escapes from Zhu's attack and moves a little away. However, as soon as she tries to control herself by moving away, RMC's attack comes towards her again, which Zhang saves herself from with the help of her sword. Then she also immediately uses the Shadow Demon Sword skill on RMC. Both of them continuously keep attacking each other using their skills. Then we see Housemaster Wu there, who came to the training room and saw the fight between these two and wondered, am I dreaming? Since when did Zhu become so skilled in wielding a long sword? Every move of Zhu's swordsmanship is becoming wider and wider, and in every attack people are getting a feeling of cleanliness and purity, whereas Zhang's swordsmanship is a bit strange as it is fast. Similarly, Housemaster Wu keeps watching the fight of both of them. And while watching the fight he said that Zhang earlier seemed capable of easily competing with Zhu in swordsmanship, and if Zhang Churin did not have the skill and high level of swordsmanship, then Zhu Yi would have deliberately suppressed his strength and agility to the same level as Zhang Churin. And here RMC attacks Zhang and knocks down the sword from her hand. RMC is using his strength along with sword fighting. Seeing this, Housemaster Wu says that the shock generated by the collision of his sword was enough to cripple Zhang's arms. RMC catches the sword that fell from Zhang's hand and puts it on his shoulder. Zhang standing in front of him says in a tired voice that brother Zhu, I cannot fight anymore. I accept defeat. Seeing her like this, RMC asks about her condition, that are you okay? To which Zhang replies that everything is fine. I am just a little tired. Just then Housemaster Wu comes in and interrupts and asks RMC. This is amazing Zhu, you are a sword master, but I have never seen you use swordsmanship in any competition. Both of them greet him on seeing the housemaster there. Then laughing Zhu says you should always keep some tricks up your sleeve. Zhu begins thinking while saying to himself, the conditions for acquiring new talents are extremely strict. Currently, there is no record of refreshing in Abyss level dungeon, nor is there any job transfer ceremony. Obtaining new talents from anywhere is quite troublesome, so it would be best if I handle this myself. Then RMC asks the housemaster the reason for his visit, to which the housemaster replies that I have come to take you to attend the celebration party organized by the Alliance, and I have to tell you one more thing. He then reveals that Feng is dead. When Xiaoyan and the investigators from Professional Alliance go out to find Feng, they find that he had committed suicide in his dormitory. According to Feng, his students' confessions, Feng He argued that the eggs could be traced, making it easier to find people in the secret area, and promised to give us plus resources as benefits. He sneaked into the laundry room and placed insect eggs in the contestants' clothes. The student didn't know anything else. Now the clue is broken. RMC listened to this seriously when the housemaster put his hand on his shoulder and said, "Don't worry. The Alliance is investigating all the people Feng He has come into contact with in the past 10 years, and the results will be out in a week. The celebration banquet is about to begin, let's go first. Also, the most powerful armies of Jiangxia will be present at the celebration banquet, with the aim of inviting you to join their army or alliance." So friends, chapter ends here. Now what will happen next, we will know in the next chapter. So subscribe to our channel, share the video, and like. Housemaster Wu tells RMC everything and explains that major agencies are investigating everything that happened in the secret realm. However, Feng, who was connected to that case, has died, which makes RMC a bit serious. However, the housemaster assures him that there is no need to worry. The biggest thing is that tonight's banquet will be attended by the powerhouse, and their goal is to recruit you into their guild or legion. After this, RMC, along with his entire team, arrives at the banquet. Once there, the housemaster tells him that to win you over, they will offer luxurious conditions, beauty, power, and various resources. Once you accept these conditions, you will be bound to that faction. As your guiding mentor, I do not oppose you joining any faction, but you must not make a decision lightly. As RMC and his team moved forward, the crowd began to surround them. However, the people accompanying them, who were providing protection, kept the crowd at a slight distance. Despite this, RMC and his entire team continued moving ahead without any reaction or panic. Even though this was the biggest banquet they had ever attended, there was no sign of hesitation on their faces. Just then, a lady claps and attracts everyone's attention and says, "Everyone, you are the top students from the 10 best universities in this year's National Freshman Exchange Competition. Reaching this stage is no easy feat, and therefore, each of you will receive a reward from our Xi'an Professionals Alliance." This lady is Feng Hao from the Xi'an Professionals Alliance. As soon as that lady says this, immediately some maids start coming from behind her with boxes in their hands, and in those boxes, there were some card-type things which the maids give to all the students present there. Then that lady tells that the bank card in your hand contains 20 million Chinese yuan provided by Xi'an Professional Alliance. This 20 million card was essentially an offer to attract many students into her faction. As soon as people saw the card's limit, they were utterly shocked. The lady then continued speaking. Furthermore, each of you will be granted Elite Peripheral Member status within our Xi'an Professionals Alliance. Elite Peripheral members hold the highest authority within our alliance, second only to core members. With this status, you will receive a 20% discount on purchasing equipment and potions at any supply base across Jiangxia. Of course, if any of you wish to become a core member of the Xi'an Alliance, you can contact me directly. Among these students, RMC was also standing, and upon hearing these offers, he thought to himself, 20 million per person, 100 participants, that's a total of 2 billion. The Xi'an Professionals Alliance is truly extravagant. Meanwhile, the lady's words kept echoing in the minds of the students present. Hearing such an offer, they became extremely excited and started discussing it in various ways. Someone exclaimed, 2 million Jiangxia coins, I've never had this much before. To this, another responded, even as a substitute, I can get this. With this money, I can definitely buy a B+ resource. People continued murmuring among themselves. This is an absolute jackpot. Although what this lady has just done is also the most natural way to show off her strength. At the same time, the lady says again that the prizes for the top 3 places in the individual, team and survival competitions will be distributed tomorrow. The celebration banquet has officially begun. Eat and drink a lot. Eat and drink plenty. Then everyone raises their glasses and shouts, "Get started." The housemaster standing among these people also holding a glass says, "Congratulations for winning the first place of Suhang University in this exchange competition." Then, a guy walks up to our MC, smiling, and says, "Brother Yi, we were able to secure first place in the exchange competition all because of you. I toast to you, immediately." The housemaster also laughs and adds, "A toast is well deserved." If it weren't for Zhu Yi, our school's final ranking among the 3 top universities might have been at the bottom. Just then, more of his teammates started approaching him. Song walked up and said, "Zhu Yi, I toast to you as well." Standing beside her, Jiang also chimed in, "Brother Zhu Yi, don't forget about me." Then, Tang hesitantly added, "And me too." Everyone wanted to clink their glasses with our MC and drink their wine together. Seeing all of them eagerly holding out their glasses, our MC laughed and said, "You guys are trying to get me
Housemaster Wu
drunk."
tells our MC.
Just then, Y comes there and calls out our MC's name. Hearing his name from behind, our MC looks to the side and realizes that it is Y. He was unable to understand why Y was calling him. Then, Y respectfully extends his wine glass forward and says, "If it were not for you, I would not have been able to survive till the doctor came. You have saved my life. If you need me in the future, I will try my best to help you." And as he says this, he drinks the wine from his glass as a promise. Our MC looked at all those who, just some time ago, were competing against him, but now they were extending their friendship toward him. Standing beside him, Zhang watched the scene with a smile and thought to herself, "Brother Zhu has once again gained a special group of admirers." Just then, Wang Zun suddenly arrives, playfully pushing Y aside and saying, "Hey, did you forget about me? I'm here too." He smiles and laughs as he continues speaking. Amidst the crowd, Hang stands with his daughter, quietly observing the entire scene. Hang was watching the scene with his daughter, Zhaobai, when she leaned in and whispered in his ear, "Dad, is it just my imagination? Or does Zhu Yi's divine aura feel much stronger than before?" Hearing this, Hang replied, "It's not your imagination. His aura has already surpassed most second transition divine class professionals." As soon as Zhaobai hears this, she covers her mouth in shock and says, "What are you saying? It's only been a few days, and his power has increased again." In response, Hang, with a serious expression, says, "Such a noticeable change means his strength has risen once more. His growth speed is truly terrifying." The next day, a massive fighter jet arrives and lands precisely where the top students of the competition were gathered. As soon as the jet's door opens, a girl, sitting inside, casually speaks to everyone. "Get on board. You need to go to the Xi'an Professionals Alliance headquarters to claim your rewards. The headquarters is located in Dingshan district of Qingjin City, and only a specialized combat aircraft can take you there." Everyone boards the fighter jet. And the boy sitting next to RMC says, "This is the latest model of the Phantom X-1000 fighter." Meanwhile, Zhang, sitting right in front of RMC, looks at him and explains, "The Phantom X-1000 is the latest model launched by Phantom, the largest fighter jet manufacturing company in Jiangxia. It takes only 10 seconds to accelerate from startup to its maximum speed 3 times the speed of sound." The pilot girl was watching the passengers inside through the screen when the boy next to RMC said, "Yes, and this single jet alone costs billions." Right then, the pilot girl announced to everyone, "Everyone, sit tight, we're about to take off." As soon as she said this, the fighter jet roared to life and took off at such an incredible speed that the passengers inside were thrown around. The boy sitting next to RMC flipped over and tumbled to the back, while Zhang was flung straight onto RMC. It was an awkward and embarrassing moment, especially for Zhang. The moment she saw this, she quickly returned to her seat, her expression slightly flustered. Meanwhile, RMC, also embarrassed, avoided eye contact with Zhang and shyly muttered, "Dingshan district is more than 20 kilometers from Qingjin University. At full speed, we'll reach there in just 20 seconds. After some time, they finally reached their destination. Once everyone disembarked, the pilot girl addressed them. Dingshan district has a total of 40 ground passages and 15 aerial passages. Any external aircraft entering the district must undergo a full scan, so everyone has to queue up. At this moment, drones were patrolling the entire area, continuously announcing in a mechanical voice, "Registration complete." After that, they all underwent a full body scan for entry into the district. Once their registration was complete, they passed through a portal passage and entered a floating island. The island was massive and suspended in the air, with grand buildings spread across it. Seeing the island, Zhang exclaimed, "Huh, that looks like Qingjing University's flag." In response, the pilot girl explained, "Yes, that's Qingjing University's floating island." Apart from universities, many legions and guilds have also established bases in Dingshan district. Hearing all this, RMC started thinking. The magical energy fluctuations from Xi'an Professional Alliance's mechanical floating island are even stronger. It seems like every mechanical island has been reinforced with additional defensive mechanisms. After that, everyone arrived at the headquarters. As they disembarked from the jet and moved forward, Wang Zuin suddenly turned his head upon hearing a voice. To his astonishment, a massive dragon stood nearby, its gaze fixed downward. The sheer presence of the creature sent a shiver down his spine. Just then, someone remarked, "Anyone who can keep a level 60 mythical race creature as a magical pet must be an incredibly powerful third transition professional." After that, the pilot girl informed everyone, "You will each receive your rewards at the headquarters office. The staff will guide you there." At that moment, a receptionist approached Wang Zuan and gestured for him to follow, saying, "Please come with me." Soon after, another receptionist arrived and invited Zhang to accompany her as well. Now, everyone had left, leaving only Zhu Yi and the pilot girl standing there. The pilot girl then turned to Zhu Yi and said, "Zhu Yi, you won first place in the singles competition, team competition, and survival competition. I will personally escort you to claim your rewards. Please follow me." After that, she began leading RMC with her and said, "You performed the best in the entire competition. The Xi'an Alliance holds you in high regard. Are you interested in becoming a core member of our alliance?" Hearing this, RMC responded, "Apologies, but for now, I have no intention of joining any faction." The pilot girl then replied with a smile, "Wouldn't you like to at least hear our offer? This is something many professionals dream of. Moreover, our alliance has very few restrictions." Hearing her words, RMC pondered to himself, "No matter how few the rules are, there will always be restrictions. Besides, I'm only a freshman. There's no way I can bind myself to a faction this early." Meanwhile, the pilot girl glanced at him sideways and said with a smile, "Geniuses always have their own plans." No rush while talking, she leads RMC to a grand golden door and explains, "Your rewards are divided into 3 parts. First, for winning the singles competition, you will receive a custom-made legendary grade weapon. Second, for winning the team competition, you will be awarded a full set of custom-made epic grade equipment. Third, for winning the survival competition, you get to choose any one item from the Xi'an Alliance's resource vault. Now, I'm taking you to meet the highest level weapon forging master of the Xi'an Alliance, Master Qijun. He will personally craft a legendary grade weapon for you. This room is Master Qijun's forging chamber." After this, the pilot girl opens the door and tells that there will be some heat inside the room, and as soon as both of them reach inside, the girl says that Master Qijun, the single champion, is here, and then we see a big man who was very huge in appearance. He was right in front of RMC and says that your name is Zhu Yi. In response to which RMC respectfully bows his head and says, "Yes, Master Qijun, my name is Zhu Yi." After this, Qijun looks at RMC for a moment and says, "Very well, your current level is 23. Based on the equipment tiering system, which upgrades every 5 levels, I will forge a level 25 legendary grade weapon for you. Tell me, What type of weapon do you want? Do you have any specific requirements for attributes or special effects? Hearing this, RMC responds, I want a longsword type weapon, with attribute bonuses focused on strength and intelligence. So friends, chapter ends here. Now what will happen next? We will know in the next chapter.